All right. Welcome back to Throttle Clips. Now, we have a full transformational episode going down very shortly on Gabriel's 240SX. This is Throttle Dream Build 7. So if you're new to the channel, what we do is it's kind of like a Pimp My Ride type thing where we transform one of our throtlVIP members, one of our subscribers' vehicles for free. So all you have to do is join throtlVIP, and then when the contest is open, you submit your car. It's a very simple form. You enter in some pictures and information about the vehicle and kind of like what you want done to it, and then we meet as a team and we select the winner. So this is the 7th time we've done this. I'll put a link to all the other 6 episodes so you guys can see that this is for real. I'll put that in the video description. But what I wanted to do here is kind of do a quick walk around of how the cars come in to us. Now this car actually is very, very clean. So this is one of the cleaner cars that we've had for a dream build. It is, I believe it's an 89, it could be a 1990 Nissan 240SX. The car actually has been repainted, so the body is really straight on this one. It has a set of kooky taillights, it's got an exhaust, it's got some aftermarket wheels, but it's stock suspension. You know, having these cars that have the fender liners in them is actually kind of rare. So pretty much it's 100% stock under the hood. We do have a front lip. It's got some aftermarket lights up front. It's got some chrome windshield wipers, and on the inside it's also pretty much stock. We have a NRG steering wheel, Dragon Ball Z shift knob. It does have a cracked dashboard, which is very common for S13s. And then it looks like we have one stock seat that's got a cover on it and then one Brom racing seat. But other than that, it's all stock. So we've got the gray kind of twill throughout everything. Everything is pretty much here, which is pretty great. It's got some pedal covers down there. The cool thing is this car belongs to a guy. His name is Gabriel, and his grandpa was the original owner who purchased this car. So there's a lot of history with this car, which is really special. That's one of the reasons why we've chosen him, because we know he's going to take care of it. And he's always wanted to do a lot of different mods to it, and you can see he started some of the process, and we're going to accelerate that. So I'm very excited for this one. The 240SX I think is very special for throttle in general. A lot of people started following our channel when we built a S13 a long time ago, which we bought from TJ and Calvin. So if you guys remember that, if you're OGs, you remember that. That was a very special project to us, and now doing one again a couple years later, after we've learned a lot about how to build cars efficiently and fast and make them special, I think it's going to be really fun. So I'm hoping to get my hands dirty on this one a little bit. We've got a lot of special projects happening inside I can't even really show you, but the next clip you're going to see is when all the parts are laid out, and that is going to really kick off the build, and I'm very excited for this one. So if you guys have any questions, drop them down below. Otherwise, the next clip you guys will see is the mountain of parts inside. In the main video that goes up on the main YouTube channel, we do kind of a quick overview, but I know that some of you guys are really into knowing exactly what is going on in this car, so I thought we'd make a whole dedicated episode on here and we kind of run through the parts one by one. And if that interests you, maybe you have a 240 or something similar and you want to mod your car like us, I don't know. But all of the links for everything will be in the video description here. And if you have any questions, please comment down below, and we do read those, so we'll get back to you. So without further ado, let's start it off with the wheels and tires. So we have a set of 18-inch Motegi battles in this gloss white. The rears are an 18 by 9.5 with a 15 offset, and the front is an 18 by 8 with a, I think, around 40 or 38 offset. We're running the RT660 from Falcon. We've got two 25/40/18s in the front and a 255/35/18 in the rear. So hopefully enough meat. I think so. This car is going to be staying with the engine setup that's in here, so we don't really have to worry about that. We've got a authentic Greddy body kit. So that's front bumper, rear bumper, and side skirts. And then what's really special is we have a 326 power wing. So all this stuff's out of fiberglass. I'm very excited to see. Obviously we're gonna take the factory wing off, but that's gonna look really, really cool. We've got a Greddy RS Evo exhaust here. Stainless steel. We may or may not have a titanium tip to throw on there, so I'm very excited about that. And then we have a slew of parts here from O'Reilly's Auto Parts. Basically, we wanted to do all of the general maintenance and all of the preventative maintenance that we can on this car so that Gabriel can enjoy this car. So we've got a set of Brake Best brake parts here. We've got rotors, pads. We've also got new OEM calipers, new starter, new master cylinder, new slave cylinder, new alternator, new spark plug wires, new valve cover gasket, engine mounts. I mean, you name it, we've got it on here. So this car will be running healthy for a very long time. This whole section here is an audio system upgrade. So we've got some new subwoofers from Timpano. We got speakers, tweeters. We've got a new Pioneer double din head unit with Apple CarPlay. So he's going to be styling. Inside this car, in case you missed it, he does have one single, I think, subwoofer. So Ricky is taking the lead on this, and we are going to have an absolute amazing sound system for Gabriel in here. Moving on. To round out the interior here, we've got a set of Recaro Sportster CS seats, Sparco steering wheel. These seats right here, we put in our Nissan Z, and they are one of my favorite aftermarket seats. They're amazing. So these are in a black vinyl, which should complement the rest of the interior really well. We've got a set of white line front and rear sway bars. We've got some Chase Bays goodies right here. We've got a Cusco front upper strut brace. We were thinking about doing the rear, but for the 240SX, you have to actually cut some of the interior panels. And this car does have a history with Gabriel and his family, and we didn't want to do anything that couldn't be reversible if needed. So. Moving on, we've got a complete Mishimoto radiator setup here. We've got an aluminum radiator. We've got electric fan setup with the silicone hoses, so these things will last forever. And then we also have a fan controller from Mishimoto and a thermostat. And moving on, we've got a set of BC Racing BR series coilovers. These are one of our shop favorites around here. We've never had any issues with them. We love the way that they ride. We love how adjustable they are. And they really are just a great product. So highly recommend BC. If you guys are interested in any of these parts, one thing I forgot to mention is basically all these parts are available on throtl.com. So we'll put a link for everything in the video description if you are interested. All right, a couple more parts to get through. We've got an action clutch and flywheel setup. Not pictured here is the actual clutch disc, which is basically like a stage one. As I mentioned, we're not going to be doing any crazy power, so it's more or less like an OEM or OEM plus upgrade for this car, which should be plenty. And then moving on here, we've got a set of really trick Morimoto headlights. So we did a similar modification with the 240 that we built a long time ago, and we'll show you guys how we basically retrofit a modern headlight, projector headlight into the 240, and it's just going to perform so much better, and it's going to add a little bit of a unique factor to the 240. And then last but not least, we've got our trusty Inositech wrap, and if you guys can see that, we've selected a midnight purple. It's called Super Gloss Metallic Midnight Purple, and it is going to look so killer with the white Motegi wheels. All right, guys, I think that's pretty much it. There might be a couple other things that are not pictured here, but if you guys have any questions, comment down below, and be sure to check out the main YouTube episode where you guys are gonna see this thing transform from what it is today to an absolute beauty. And I am so excited to meet Gabriel and just blow his mind. So that's gonna be awesome. So if you guys like this video, please give us a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. All right.